transfer student and who now currently lives in Germany, I discovered that there are many more similarities than I expected to. There are three things I'm going to talk about today. Those include entertainment, the way Germans entertain themselves, cultural traditions, and basic political information, and how these differ from the United States. So entertainment seems like a good place to start if I'm trying to hold attention. Many forms of entertainment in Germany are identical to the States, and the following similarities did not surprise me. TV shows like How I Met Your Mother, The Simpsons, Scrubs, and SpongeBob are all popular. And Lara told me that many of the musical hits here in the United States are also popular, not only just in Germany, but all over Europe, and just the style too. Social media websites are also very popular, but the demographics are slightly different because according to Lara, there are less younger teenagers that use them, and more people like our age, like 18 to 20, than like more young adults, which means let's say like between 25 and 30. And there aren't as many differences as similarities, but there are a few that I wanted to point out, such as sports. And as most of us can assume, it's a European country, so soccer's huge. And so is rugby and Formula One racing, which a lot of us might know here as IndyCar. And in addition to the music I mentioned earlier, they also like to listen to folk songs, so that, we have like a few folk songs we listen to, but Lara tells me that they would sing a lot whenever they're having parties and stuff. And I think of folk songs, so I think tradition. So that's where I'd like to go next. I think these cultural traditions are what make Germany not unique, but very distinguished they feel like it distinguishes their own culture. Christmas, Easter, New Year's Eve, and Halloween are represented by these pictures around the outside here, are common holidays between Germany and the US. And I found an article, I also asked Lara a question about this. There's an article I read on thinkquest.org about Germany, and it told me about the Day of German Unity, which I represent by this picture in the bottom middle here. It's very similar to our Independence Day on July 4th, and it's on October 3rd, so it was just recently. It celebrated the fall of the Berlin Wall. But there might be some history buff in here that thinks, wait, that's not the date the Berlin Wall fell. And that's right. It actually fell on November 9th, 1989. But that date was deemed inappropriate because that was also the date of Kristallnacht, which is the first of the violent attacks against the Jews before World War II, or during World War II. And October 3rd was the date that the country actually officially recognized it. Lara also told me about fashion between the two countries, and she says that, this is her quote, "Americans are more stylish, but fashion trends in Germany start around 6 months earlier than they do here." And I think she knows that because she kept in contact with her friends over like Facebook, like social networking sites I mentioned earlier. Facebook, Twitter, whatever. And I thought this would be a little fun thing to share. The drinking age in Germany, it's a European country, so of course it's younger than it is here. But Lara tells me that the drinking age for beer is 16, but anything that involves liquor, you have to be 18. So, I don't know, I just thought that was kind of interesting. It'd be a fun thing to share with a college class. So, since discussing the legal drinking age, it gets a little bit into the government, I thought that'd be a good place to go next. Politically, we can relate the US to Germany fairly easily. And Lara informed me that Germany's government is not quite as bipartisan as it is here. Like, there are more parties than Democrat and Republican. But according to her, in Germany, the German citizens select which party they want in charge of the country, and that elected party chooses their president without any direct influence from the citizens. And I researched this on everyone's friend, CIA World Factbook, and it told me that that Germany is known as a federal republic, which also, according to CIA World Factbook, that the United States is also a federal republic, but it is with a strong democratic tradition, so that's why there's a little bit of difference there. The chief of state of Germany is the President Joachim Gauck, who's this man on the left here. And the president is elected every 5 years in Germany, and the most recent election was held in February of this year. And the head of the government is Chancellor Angela Merkel, who's this woman on the right. And the Chancellor is very similar to the Speaker of the House here, because it's the leader of the House of Representatives, and that the people that are under her are elected by officials who represent their districts based on population size. So researching Germany has taught me many things about its culture, and most of the things I would have assumed were not the same that I would have discovered with my research. So I hope you enjoyed, as I did, learning a few new things about Germany.